Hello, my friends, my family, my esteemed colleagues. I am frequently being bombarded with similar questions. And it is always, Darko, please, I'm suffering from fungus for years, or I'm suffering from this bacterial infection, this skin problem that is caused by this and this bacteria, or I have these digestive problems, and I have, because my microflora is not right, because it's this is what's causing all these problems. And then we are being also told and reminded all the time by our experts that you can find on YouTube, like me, telling us that the gut flora is so important. It's the essence of our immune system. It's essence of our whole body's mechanism, and we cannot live without it, absolutely. And this is what is essence of everything. Well, I have to disagree with all of it. We basically zero on things by using programs that are stored in our mind. They're not even in the brain, they're in the mind. We have heard things, we were told things. And how can, if I have, I don't know, this organism living in my body, if I don't kill it, how will it ever leave my body? We are being told this about cancer too. Yeah, well, you can maybe stop the cancer, but there is no other way to eliminate but cutting it physically out. Well, this is not true. None of it is true. The essence of everything is vibration. The proper vibration is created by our Creator. It's the conscious, creative energy. And everything is created by it or through it. As long as the vibration is correct, everything is fine. Now, I show many different ways how we interfere with this vibration, how we are off-tuning it. And when we off-tune it, when we change the way it resonates, this has impact on our life experience, what we call reality. Because the reality is created by our brain. Actually, our brain gives the options. And it recreates them according to input of our mind. Because what is our mind? Our mind is a conscious energy being produced by our physicality. And our physicality has been produced by influences of the conscious energy of the Creator and conscious energy of our physicality. Because once when you produce physicality, it exists. It does not exist in the basic essence of the quantum field. But as soon as it is being assembled through our physicality, our physical appearance, well, this is by itself another expressions of consciousness. One influences the other. We think that once when we enter the spirit world, that we are now strictly bound to the creative physicality, which is not true. We are still influenced by both. And this is why some people have nightmares, some people don't. Some people, even in ayahuasca ceremonies, or you can be even on acid, or you can be on hemp, and you can have your experiences. They are not strictly your experiences of the conscious creator. It's a mix with the soul and spirit. And now it depends on you, what you make out of it. On you, again, the final, in your reality, the final decision comes to your ego, to your consciousness of your physicality, because this is what allows you to have your physical experience. Now, why is this so important to know? Because whatever your spirit, your consciousness of physicality accepts as a truth, because it finds the relation, it finds the reason to believe so, and expects it to be so, this is what you are going to experience as your reality. It's all just dream state. It all depends how it is interpreted by your consciousness of your physicality. Now, we have this idea that you have bacteria in you and now they make you sick. Well, our gut is full of bacteria. And we may be sick or we may be healthy. Now, if we experience sickness, we immediately say, oh, this is the bacteria. You have a wrong bacterial setup that makes you sick. Have probiotics, we're going to fix this. We always try to fix it. Well, whenever you believe something, something makes sense to you, and you do it, well, now, most likely you are going to have improvement because it makes sense to your consciousness. So it starts expecting it. Now this we call the placebo effect. Basically, all healing comes through consciousness. Do we need to kill the bacteria? Does it even make any sense? Do we actually have any benefit of it? No. A friend of mine just had a motorcycle accident and scraped his shin bone, superficial problem, but also broke leg. Since there was not, bone was not sticking out, it was just internal, but skin was scraped. Well, surgeons connected it together and they did not pay much attention to possibility of infection. Now, if bacteria is not causing the infection, why would we even worry about it? Why to wash hands? Well, remember, our bodies are toxic. And more toxic you are, the more sophisticated mechanism to deal with this toxicity you will require. Your basic mechanism is your white blood cells. They are not your immune system, they are just the garbage disposal system. But because we have the wrong food, now we don't produce GC-meth because we have a genetic misalignment. We are pretending that we are plants and we start feeding ourselves with the plant food, so now genes have to adjust, otherwise we die. And by adjusting, well, we go into misalignment because we cannot survive on strictly plant food. It's same like gasoline engine cannot run on strictly diesel, but it can run on gasoline with diesel in it. And more diesel you put, the worse the engine runs. Same is with us. You can eat correctly your animal-based diet, and then you can add plant food to it, glucose, starch, and you will survive and your body will be adjusting to it. And the better it adjusts, the better you feel, but you never feel really as well as if you would not have this garbage in your digestive system, in your body. And as soon as you keep tweaking this, as soon as you start putting poison into you, well, your ambient in your body changes. So bacteria will start to grow to deal with the garbage that you are putting into your body because you cannot 100% assimilate it. So the more, in general, more food you put in, the more garbage you have to take out, even with the good food, with the correct food. This is why we should not eat a lot. We should be slim. Eat once a day. Eat every other day. Now, why don't we do it? Because we have become an eating cult. My wife loves cooking. It tastes so great. So I always say, okay today. Well, okay today and okay tomorrow and okay after tomorrow. No, we say, we eat perfect almost every day. We ate perfect almost yesterday, almost day before yesterday, almost last week, almost last month. Almost. There is no such a thing as almost perfect. You either do it right or you do it wrong. Every time you eat what you should not be eating, you are doing things wrong, and it will affect your system. It affects the whole body. You vibrate differently. You shift vibration of the body, and problems occur. More garbage you have, the more sophisticated garbage disposal system you have. If you eat correctly, the garbage that you produce, your white blood cells can take care of it. Plus, you are going to create proper protective proteins like GC-meth. And if you have them, then having a superficial wounds would not make any difference because everything gets tagged and destroyed. What doesn't belong there. But we don't have this tagging system because we are eating wrong food. We have genetic disbalance. So my friend, got bone poisoning because through the scraped skin, bacteria came in because he's toxic. Plenty of food, so bacteria grows like crazy. It's a picnic, feast. And they go deeper and deeper, and they affect the body. But what is actually happening here? Do bacteria really cause this problem? Well, it is always decay. Scraped body has to be dealt with. Everything that's scraped, it all dies, so it has to be eliminated. Now bacteria will be eliminating it, but what do? We bandage stuff. No, protect it from elements, so you put Band-Aid. Well, now you have actually stopped nature to take its course. Then you put antibiotic. Bingo, you're poisoning the body. Bacteria will not grow. You are poisoning the body, but how come that things get worse? Because toxicity decays. Decay is continuing. And now you don't have bacteria to take care of it. And you have camouflage it. Now you have necrotic stuff going on. You bandage it. So now flies, which is now step up garbage disposal system, cannot get close to it because decay has odor. This odor attracts flies. Flies lay eggs. From eggs you get worms, maggots. Maggots eat decay much better than bacteria, so they can deal with the stuff faster and get rid of it. So if you protect this wound with a bandage so no flies can come on, well, then you have to physically scrape it. And you have to clean everything that's dead, you have to take it out and allow fresh wound to clean it, to be clean, so it can survive without producing more toxicity. Superficial wound, it's okay, a little antibiotic, we don't care about it. But it's not the bacteria, it is the enzyme created through decay. Now, everything we are being told is wrong. But now we say also, yeah, but these parasites, they have mind of their own. And they can actually influence your body to malperform. And taking it off balance even further. Well, this is true. Consciousness, everything is conscious. Everything, bacteria is conscious. Decay is conscious. Everything that is energy, and energy is aware of its existence and does not want to change. It protects itself the way it is. So, how do we deal with this? Do we have to kill and scrape this and kill it? Well, bodies are perfect. In nature, no animal needs antibiotic. In nature. They can have big wounds, roll in the dust, roll in the mud, no problem. Plasma. Every animal produces GC meth. Everything that comes in gets labeled and gets destroyed. Necrotic tissue, tissue that falls apart, then is being dealt with maggots. It's a natural thing. Maggots cannot attack your cells. Your cells are electric batteries. Try to bite into one. You get zapped. They don't like it either. So they only can feed on decay because it's low of charge. Same what bacteria is doing, or fungus, on bigger scale are doing parasites. Instead of trying to destroy them and then leaving the toxic material, we have to cleanse. And this is all what Self-Healers Protocol is about. I'm being told many times or asked, well, but you know, I have parasites. How can I get rid of them? Cleanse. Where there is no food, parasite leaves. And plenty people are reporting. They do the protocol, and after a while, it doesn't happen right away, because body during cleanse is actually releasing toxic stuff from the cells which enter blood, and this is where they create havoc. So they actually feed the parasite and the bacteria and the fungus. This is why you have flares and then you have calm periods. Oh, my fungus is gone. And then a couple of weeks later, Darko, I don't know, this is not working, my fungus is back. Yeah, because cells release another toxic load. So you get another flare. And as the body gets rid of this toxin, flare goes away. The skin gets good again. Now, yeah, you can put toxic stuff on your skin to prevent these flares. But what have you done by it? You basically close down the cells so they do not react. They don't hydrate, they don't cleanse, they're neutral and no flares. Wherever there is a flare, there is a toxic release. By putting something there, you are preventing this toxic release. So the option is either flare somewhere else where you didn't put the crap, or remain in your body and then manifests some other way. By staying in the blood, it may create headaches, muscle pain, joint pain, because it's a toxic irritant. The body is alarming you. Well, this stuff has to get out. And it does it through pain. Pain is the ultimate alarm. So, do we need to specifically address specific issues? The only reason why I agree that people send me their analysis is to please them. Do I need to see them? No, because absolutely makes no difference whatever the blood analysis shows. Yeah, it gives me some insight of what is happening in the body, but it does not even give me the insight that would tell me what frequency has to be changed. Because the system is so complicated that you need really computerized process to process this information and to find the proper frequency. And we have, medbeds will be rolled out soon. And they deal with these things in this way. Just find the frequency that is not tuned, tune it up, boom, and it's done. It can be done in a few minutes. This is the transition period when we are going to be learning what is the frequency, how to manifest. And the instruments are going to help our ego to understand it. Because for us to understand these things and to truly believe in their authenticity in such a way that our faith is 100% stable, it is impossible because our minds, through misinformation, have been so polluted that all this stays in a way. This is why doctors are the last people to ask about healing, because all the information that we are given in medical school is wrong. So now we are dealing with programs that interfere with our understanding. And even if something makes sense to us, we still get this kickback of the program, yes, but, which prevents you to go forward. So, pharmaceutical industry cannot survive. This will collapse. Medbeds will be the transition equipment until we get confidence in the process, because we will see it through medbed. And then we'll just have to eliminate the middleman, the medbed. And we can heal simply by creating a healthy vibration using our brain. Brain is manifester. Manifest any frequency it is familiar with. So you think health, you visualize health, and this is what you are going to experience when you open your eyes. There is no need to put any ointment on your skin when you are healing your skin. You can moisturize it. The only thing you should be using is natural fats. You can smear chicken fat, you can smear pork fat, you can smear butter, you can smear coconut oil, olive oil on your skin to keep it moist. Why? Because we dry the stuff by using soaps. Otherwise our body produces cholesterol that it lines the skin with as a protective barrier and keeping it moist. So after washing with a soap, take a couple drops of coconut oil and just smear them. It smears through the body and keeps your body moisturized. Now, if you produce too much cholesterol and your skin is oily, well, this is because your body is not tuned. So allow it to tune itself, not by mingling with steering the autopilot. Body knows how to do it. Only allow it by giving it a correct fuel, which are fats, animal-based fats. Because they are different, everything is different with animal world than plant world. Plants, yes, we can use them, but we can use them basically only as medicinal remedies because they are toxic. So to offset certain things, you poison your body locally, on particular frequency, for short period of time, to neutralize whatever was going on. Because whatever is going on in your body and is problematic, it is because of the plant. So with a plant, with a different plant, you just neutralize it. But it's a science. There are people that work with plants. But even then, it's not complete healing. Only body does the healing. Consciousness, vibration. It goes into alignment. Has to keep the voltage. Your resistance, immunity to change frequency is your voltage. Keep it high. To keep it high, you need to keep cells clean and mind clean. No stress. So, I write about this. This is why the Cell Healers Protocol can heal you, but it is not something that happens in one day. I always say it takes minimum 3 weeks for blood to cleanse, even when you are properly hydrating and maintaining diarrhea and shooting out the poisons. It takes about 3 weeks before your cells will agree to hydrate. And then cellular cleanse, this can take years. Took years for them to get toxic. But as soon as the main toxicity is out, which could be in several months or faster, 3, 4, 5 months, then symptoms go away because body does not have to alarm you that you need to do some changes. It has everything it needs to keep going and keep cleansing and keep healing. So you feel healthy, you feel great, but are you healthy and great? Not really. Because you do something wrong and pew, the flares come right back. So if you are healthy, how come that you ate something 2-3 days in a row, something what you should not eat, and you have the flare up, your disease come back, which before took you years before you developed it? Because you still are very toxic on cellular level, cellular memory is there, it clicks in, aha, I have to be in this way and this way genetically so I can survive in this environment. And then it shows you all the other misalignments that cause problems. So, will parasite benefit us, or will it be used against us? Well, it comes because there is a food. By eating this food, this is toxicity, it allows us to feel better, but then through its own mind, when the food is scarce, it may influence you to get cravings to the wrong food because the parasite wants it. Now, if you give to these cravings, well, you are going to maintain the parasite. So, taking out the parasite may diminish your cravings, but not necessarily, because we have become food culture. We love to eat because we make food so tasty. What makes it the tastiest is the sugar. But not only sugar. Aromatic phenols, we start loving the aroma, but they are toxic to our cells. We put spices. No, spices are good, you know. They are not good, they are toxic. All spices are toxic on cellular level. They will prevent hydration. So they won't create disease from one day to another. But in a period of time, why so many people wear glasses? Because of garlic, most likely. Because people do not know anymore how to prepare food without garlic in it. They think this is what gives the taste that they love, and at the same time, no cellular hydration, disturbs nerves especially, it's a neurotoxin, and eyesight goes to hell. So, it's all new science out there, my friends. Take it or leave it. I am not going to argue with anybody. This is what I have discovered. I have proven through my work that it is so. Now also I got confirmation because people always send me articles. Oh, look at this guy. And this is how I got to know about Ionis. And yeah, he was right, with exception of the vegetables. So, we have to be capable of accepting information that is different from the one we have been given. And we should not pay attention to anything from past, because our past was interfered with. We have been interfered so we can be enslaved. And this happened many, many years ago. In this last game, at least 8,000 years ago, with Anunnakis, with the fallen angels, this is what happened. So, people say, Ayurveda, no, that's ancient and this is exactly, it's corrupt. Shamanic practices are great, but many messages coming from there. Corrupt. It doesn't work. Sometimes they give you medicinal plant and they say 0 salt. Yeah, probably. Because this plant has to stay in the body. You don't want to throw it out through salt cleanser. But not because the salt is going to kill you. So, again, interpretation of things. We interpret them based on a knowledge that was given to us, and it's a false knowledge. So now we are waking up to the truth. Well, truth is hard to chew because it is contrary to anything we know. If you are not capable of allowing the information and just give it a try, well, you cannot be helped. And again, don't trust me. Try. Do the test. Do the protocol for 1 month and see what happens. Thank you for listening. Till next time, love you all.